Hey guys, before this video gets started, I just want to apologise and let you know that this is not 30-minute Thursdays today, mainly because I've been having quite a lot of troubles with my computer, so I'm going to have to postpone 30-minute Thursdays. Unfortunately, I can only make it until further notice at the moment because I may actually have to get a desktop PC to be able to properly record without any fuss, because the first 30-minute Thursdays was very messed up. I had to record on my old computer and record the audio on my new computer. Trust me, it's not worth getting into, but it's very confusing to say the least, and the audio was out of sync. Even though it may have been hard to tell from your perspective, it was very annoying for me. So yeah, I want to apologise for having to postpone 30-minute Thursdays until further notice. I'm going to try and get a desktop PC, or at least try and fix my microphone dilemma at the moment as soon as possible. But yeah, we're just going to continue with Katawa Shoujo from now on. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, here is some more Katawa Shoujo for today. Again! 2 papers. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Again! We both throw out 2 rocks again, but a third hand is among us, representing scissors. Wait, that's not fair, Misha. That is not fair. Get the fuck out of our game. This looks like fun. Can I play? Ha 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 ha. You didn't even want the veal. It's a duel, Shichan? Dueling conduct? You're right. I really don't know. The faster she signs, the harder it is to follow. In fact, it looks like even Misha is having trouble keeping up. What's she talking about? One more time. What happens after we tie again? Every time. Great minds think alike. Shizune demands a rematch, eventually skipping that step altogether and throwing rock, paper or scissors out with an increasingly reckless abandon. Even playing completely randomly, we continue to tie. This is a mathematical long shot. Misha hovers above us, watching it all and laughing each time we draw. After 16 rounds, my god! 16 rounds of tie, that's madness. Shizune pushes her chair away from the table and stands up. Enough of this, Hichan. I see what I have been doing wrong. This will all be over in the next round, so brace yourself, okay? Okay. I have studied your thought processes and I see how you play. I'm anticipating your next move and will combat it expertly. It's rock, paper, scissors. How can you have... It's 33.33%. Like, no. And that was completely incorrect. This is all news to me, as I can't remember what we're doing this over. Shizune grins confidently, a look of fearless daring on her face. Her cool eyes flash with pure competitive spirit as she draws her hand back, goading me wordlessly to do the same. Her form is amazing, like a professional bowler or something, just to throw a hand motion. 2 papers. Fuck you! Huh? Shizune's body immediately goes slack, and she rubs her temples with a look of exasperation on her face, and she lets out a sigh, and so long it sounds like a tire deflating. You gotta get that last bit out of the tire. You gotta squeeze the tire to get that last bit out. And then you gotta move the tire around and get the other bit out. There we go. Shizune's body immediately goes slack. She rubs the temples of her eye. I already read that. I've realised I've gotten a lot hungrier in the time we've been doing this. We can just split it. I break the bread in half and offer one half to Shizune. She takes it. Thank you. Wow. All of that just to split it in the end. I don't don't even know. She looks at the bread in her hand, studying it. Oh god, no, she's not. But this feels hollow somehow. Oh, here we go. Yep, it's not over. Regardless of how she feels, she still eats it. All of a sudden I see Misha observing the scene out of the corner of my eye. Chan, that was very romantic, I think. Oh, come on. Wahahaha! She laughs and takes a bite of her sandwich. We eat in silence for a while, Shizune and I managing to avoid any other contests. And then we go back to work. So much work. As I finish up the day's usual filing, I think to myself that this might be Shizune's way of trying to start this week on a high note. After all, tomorrow is when the real work will begin, and with her hands literally full building tools, she won't be able to talk around. It will likely be pretty dull and tiring, like it was the first time around. I'm appreciative of her effort in that case. It's nice to have days like this as a way of enjoying yourself before the days ahead. I think that was her idea as well. I also remember that I still have to get rid of Kenji's package. The damn thing is bulky and somehow I've never been able to track him down since I picked it up. I'll just put it outside. After student council was adjourned for the day, I walked towards the vending machines to look for something to drink. Parting from Shizune and Misha, it's a short trip, but after even just a few seconds, I start to get the feeling I'm not alone. Whoa! Pair of hands cover my eyes. Guess who? Oh, who else? Who else? You tell me you're taking the piss. So, Shizune? Wahahaha! It's me, Hichan! Yeah, I know. Then why did you say it was Hichan? It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Hichan. You're too proud. Anyway, after student council, you don't usually have any plans, right? So you're just going straight to your dorm? Where else would I go? Can I come? Okay, that's great. That's great, Hichan. I wanted to talk to you today, so this works out perfectly. Two high school students, alone after class in a quiet, empty building. As the sun dyes the sky a romantic amber colour, the cute girl says that she wants to talk. Hisao's getting ideas. What a secretive and appealing situation. My imagination is buzzing. It's likely not going to be anywhere near as exciting as I'm making it out to be, but it's fun to play it up that way. Hey, you never know. Popping sound of my canned coffee destroys any chance of maintaining such a cheesy mood. Sounding louder than I have ever thought imaginable, amplified by the context of the situation. I sigh in disappointment and relief. And coffee. So, what is it? Oh, actually, I'm a little behind in some of my classes and if I don't catch up, it could be a problem. I can't put it off any longer. But you could pull something off if you get what I mean. My teachers say that I have to really start taking things seriously, so I should listen, especially because this is the third time. I'm sorry, Hichan. Why are you apologising? I won't be able to help you or Hichan with student council for a few days. Oh, some alone time. It'll only be for 2 or 3 days, really. I'll definitely try and come back as soon as possible, but I can't say I'm happy about this. It's supposed to be getting really busy this week too, isn't it? That's an unfortunate timing. For a second I want to ask if maybe Shizune could pull some strings to get her out of it. But Misha looks so genuinely apologetic about it, it would be pretty dickish of me to say something like that. Besides, if she says it's something that can't be put off for any longer, I'm inclined to believe her, considering how surprisingly serious she can be with student council duties. Yeah, I see. It's okay. You managed with just Shizune and yourself last year, didn't you? So I'm sure I'll be able to do as well. Don't worry about it. Really? Thank you, Hichan. Really? Yay, yay! I didn't know Hichan would take it so well. I thought you would be worried with how things are going to be so much work, with Tanabata coming up and everything. Damn, she knows me oddly well. But Hichan is so composed, I'm glad. Haha, yeah, it's sort of right. I was thinking about it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to freak out over that. It's going to be a little annoying passing that pad back and forth to talk to Shizune. Hichan, just tell Hichan that you can use sign language too. I don't understand why you won't. Not yet. I can't understand most things already, but I want to be really sure. Actually, I wouldn't mind. The secrecy is killing me too, and it wouldn't be nice to be able to talk to her in a real conversation. Would be nice, sorry, not wouldn't. Don't worry, I'm going to have to tell her eventually. I want to. Actually, I'm trying to think of a good opportunity for it. Maybe when you propose to her. That won't be a problem, Hachan. Why not? Well, because I kind of told Shichan that you can understand her. You bitch! Why'd you do that? Why did you go and do that? It was going to be a nice surprise, you know, we're just going to have a casual conversation, then BAM! Hisao pops out some sign language, and she falls in love with him, and then we have sex and everything's all good. She was worried about the same thing, that you wouldn't be able to understand each other. So, I was worried, but it worked out fine in the end after all. You bitch. Huh? I lose it. Ah! Ah! You know how stupid I look now? I sat there for like half the damn day, acting like I couldn't read sign language, and are you seriously telling me that she knew the whole time I could? She was probably thinking this guy's a complete jackass, pretending he can't understand me. I just made a total ass of myself. How could you let me do this? Misha frowned, seeming a lot lost for words on realising that I'm taking this differently than she might have expected. She doesn't speak again until after seeing that I've calmed down. But Hachan, I think this is definitely for the best. She says without batting an eye, having waited patiently through my panic to say it. The cheerful delivery of her words makes it seem like she sliced out the time between when she dropped the bomb on me and now. It's pretty funny in a way. You have such a one-track mind, you know that? If damage is done, if Misha can believe that things will work out with such unflinching surety, then maybe it's worth giving it a chance. And if things don't work out, I'll run as fast as I possibly can. To try and make it up to me anyway, just in case, she offers to buy me another drink from the vending machine. It's a very small token of apology, but I suppose it's the thought that counts, and her thoughts are sincere. Plus it's a free drink, so I accept. I throw back my daily fistful of pills with a glass of water. After a solid 8 hours of sleep, I don't really know why I was so afraid of the last night. As I chew a particularly large tablet in half, I continue to rationalise my worries away. Still don't understand why he's chewing tablets. Shizune knew I was taking sign language classes all day yesterday and didn't make a big deal out of it. She might be mute, but that doesn't mean she can't make her feelings known. No, in fact, it seems like she's all the more direct for it. She doesn't beat around the bush or hold back. She always makes herself clear. She always makes herself clear upon unapologetically, so there can be no mistakes. So if she wasn't mad then, it's unlikely she would be at all. And on top of that, I didn't do anything wrong anyway. But as that fear of mine recedes, the thought of spending a couple of days with Shizune without Misha takes its place. I hadn't really thought about it yesterday, but the idea becomes more and more intimidating. It's true, I can understand sign language pretty well, but I would definitely hesitate to say I can understand it above a basic level. And if she were to speed up her signing, which she does quite a bit, I don't think I could keep up. Signing, too, is not my strong suit. Doing both at the same time like Misha can is still a distant dream. Hachan! What? Don't forget, you said you would help out with the building stills today, behind the school after... Wait, what? Behind the school after classes are over, okay? I know. Calm down. Last time you helped out, Hachan, we really appreciated it. This time, it's even more important, so skipping out is unforgivable, okay? I want to ask why that is, but there isn't any opportunity to. Besides, Misha is behind in her classes, so it seems like a bad idea to distract her now that I know that. I can always ask her at lunch, which is what I end up doing. Because Hachan, a festival that celebrates a town is exactly what it sounds like. It's to celebrate your home and its history. Tanabata is different. It's for wishes and lovers. Ooh. It definitely makes it more important, doesn't it? Yeah, naturally, it would be. Is that really what it's for, though? Hachan, you have no sense of fun. She puffs out her cheeks in displeasure before blowing the air out like a deflating balloon. You have to appreciate the things like that, even if it's just an excuse to eat interesting things and dress up in the end. I'll be disappointed if you don't, okay? Before I can say anything, she turns to the side to inhale a croquette. After classes, I meet Shizune behind the school, where it seems she already set everything up sometime yesterday. She greets me with a short wave, and then with a flourish of the hammer already in her hand, extends her arm towards a store behind her, some of them already half completed, others still haphazard piles of boards, bundled together with string. As time passes, I realise the pills can only do so much. I still get way more tired than I should be normally. Luckily, Shizune's back is to me, so I can afford to take a lot of breaks without having to worry about her wondering why. When I stop and think about it though, I start to feel pretty guilty for taking advantage of her inability to hear that my hammer stopped banging. It's a terrible thing to be happy about. Her work ethic is admirable. It's obvious that it bores her and even annoys her, but she doesn't slacken her pace. When she gets tired nailing a stool together with one arm, she switches to nailing me. Or just switches to the other arm. Shizune. I feel like an idiot the second I say her name. I can't tell her what I think. There's a hammer in my hand as well, and in the end I feel like I have to keep up with her. Maybe you should just like tap her on the shoulder so that she turns around, and when she turns around you've got the hammer in one hand, your other hand still on her shoulder, and a crazy psychotic look in your eyes, and she'll think you just want to talk. Or kill her. It's a 50-50 situation. I can't slack off either, especially when it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Yeah, just the two. Okay. There's no time to sign, no opportunity, not even for a compliment for a job well done. Even something as casual as that would require me to put my hammer down, get her attention, and then sign it to her. A simple gesture turned into something so needlessly complex, like a single footstep taken on a road that's longer than first imagined. I've known her long enough to know this and still forgot it. The air is filled with the rhythmic knocking of nails being driven into wood. It's actually kind of nice after a while, to pass the monotony of the task at hand. Sorry. I try to match my hammering to Shizune's, then alternate it to try and form a beat, of course. She doesn't notice. It makes me wonder, does the lack of sound make this work seem more drawn out and boring to her? Is it strange being unable to hear the results of her actions even if she feels the vibrations through her fingers? Or having no concept of sound, does it bother her at all? Well, I don't think it would, considering she's born with it. Just the same as Lily with no vision. Distracted, I don't notice Shizune sneaking up on me until her head pops into view. Oh my god. Taking a break? Yeah, I guess. Ah, we're using sign language now. Cool. Okay, let's do that. You can understand sign language. That makes it more convenient for both of us, even though you hid it from me. Why? Why what? Why did you decide to take sign language? Her eyes don't break off from mine even for a second. If she needs to read my response, her peripheral vision is good enough. Once she has something in her gaze, she doesn't look away. It's strange how piercing her eyes can be, dark as a lake at night. Because I wanted to. It seemed like it would come in handy, and it did, didn't it? Yes. Sorry, I didn't catch any of that. See, this kind of thing still comes up now and then. I wish Misha was here. She has work to make up for, doesn't she? That might be partly my fault. Misha doesn't need supplemental lessons. Her grades aren't the best, but she understands how the decisions she makes affects others. That puts her ahead of many people. Especially certain blondes. Ooh. That hits close to home. I think we all know who she's talking about. She doesn't forget things easily. Your sign language is very good. You're learning oddly fast. I've been taking classes for a while now, and it's kind of easy to pick up after a while, through immersion, or osmosis. What's osmosis? The kind of thing, it's not too bad. And if I'm really stuck, Misha's there too. Didn't catch that either. I guess I spoke too soon. I didn't understand any of that. Time to backpedal. Oh, that was my rewind. It didn't sound like a rewind. Well, yeah, it's actually not that easy. It's actually hard as hell, like trying to pick up broken glass. Well, if you pick up the flat surface, you won't get cut, which is actually quite easily. So if you do that with sign language, just pick up the flat surface, which makes no sense whatsoever, you'll learn it straight away. Easy. But I guess in some ways it's interesting as well, like an adventure. Well, no. Picking up broken glass is not an adventure. Sure it is, it's just as challenging. If you use a dustpan and a broom, it's not. Well, you can't use a fucking dustpan and a broom when you're trying to learn sign language, now can you, Shizune? I feel frustrated and sad. When I look up, I notice she has a can of soda in her hand. Where did you get that? I forget to sign it, but she understands anyway. Following my eyes and produces another one from behind her back. She tosses it in my direction, and I catch it with both hands. I brought an extra one for you. Oh. She pauses to slide her fingernail under the tab of her can and pop it open before setting it aside for a moment. If you are going to try and help me so much, then I have to look out for you too. It's only natural. If you're going to learn sign language, that is something entirely different. I'm naturally going to be impressed. What separates the two is obligation. I'm very happy. She downs her drink in one go, stretches her arms behind her back, and jumps to her feet. Okay, back to work. Well, that was fast. And like that, it's over. Shizune returns to her work with the same energy as before, the lingering traces of her smile on her face, the only evidence that she had taken a break at all. As I do the same, I think that Misha was right in saying everything would work out for the best. Oh, it's getting dark. Everything so far seems to be going in that direction. Misha swings by as it starts to get darker. Looking just as tired as hell, I feel Shizune decides to stop for today. As we cover the day's work and go our separate ways, I look at how fluidly they talk to each other and how easily they laugh together as they walk to their dorm. It makes me appreciate Misha's skill at sign language more. I wonder if I'll ever reach that level, or if I ever will have the time to. Ow. The first thing I do this morning is trip once again over Kenji's package as I get out of bed, finding myself diving headfirst into the floor before I'm even fully awake. Good job. Maybe you should open it. Maybe it's a bomb. I want to smack this thing with the first blunt object I can find, like I'm going for a home run, but I don't even have the energy for that this early in the morning, and it would likely damage whatever's inside, and that would be mean. Yeah, but it's Kenji though, so who gives a shit? I slide it into the hallway. It sails along the smooth floor with little difficulty, and it stoops with a soft and almost inaudible bump on colliding with Kenji's door. Immediately a dozen locks unbolt in succession like a mounting symphony. Just take your fucking package and let me get the fuck out of here. He says as he blindly steps forward into the hallway anyway. That's not what he says, bless him. Somehow stepping over the box in a way that would be uncharacteristically impressively graceful if it weren't for the fact I know who it was wholly accidental. No. That's me. I got your mail. You're standing over it. I know. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, whatever. Just let me get the fuck out of here. So what's in it? He cringes, instantly turning very defensive and agitated. It's nothing. Right, so spent all that time getting a big box of nothing. Come on, tell me. I'm curious. And you know, I almost broke my neck falling over it. and before that I had to carry the stupidly large box around with it blocking my vision, crossing roads with it in front of me. I think the least you can tell me is what's inside in return. It's secret stuff. I can't tell you because then it wouldn't be very secret and shit. It's nothing important. You're a cunt, Kenji. I'm sorry. I fucking hate you. You're not my bro at all. Give me someone cool to live beside. Well, if it's nothing important, you can tell me. If it's nothing important, why do you have to know? Why is that wrong? Why do you have to know? You're an asshole. I want to hit you in the face. Why can't I know? Why are you answering my questions with questions? Why won't you answer my first question? Why won't you answer my last question? Oh my god. I realise our voices are getting higher with each reply. Down the hall, a door pops open and someone sticks his head out quizzically to see what is going on. Would you two shut the fuck up? We must look like such tools, but I bet that I'm the only one out of the two of us with enough shame to realise it. Fine. You can take it to your grave. I have to get ready for school anyway. Damn, no, why are you so hasty to leave? Because you won't fucking tell me what's in the box, so why would I have any other reason to stay around? Stick around a little. You want some coffee? It's been a while, you know. I thought you were dead since you were so slow with the package delivery. Oh my god. Honestly. You're lucky I was willing to do a package delivery in the first place, smart ass. Whoa, calm down, man. You're so confrontational. Is it because of the student council thing? I hear you hang out with them now. You heard it from me when I told you. Really? Yeah, well, whatever, man. The point is, they are terrible. You're the new guy, so of course you wouldn't know, but around here she is a very divisive figure. Before you came here, she tried to institute a badge policy. It's a long story, so maybe you should sit down. I look around for a chair, but I can't find one as we're in a goddamn hallway. I raise a finger and start thinking that maybe I should tell him that, but he's already started talking. Not wanting to waste the arm movement, I look at my watch instead. It would have been a real reign of terror if it had happened. Wait, you're judging her based on something that didn't even happen? Yes. Anyway, her idea was like merit badges, but there would also be demerit badges. What would those do? I don't know, it never happened. It seemed bad though, so when I heard about it, I didn't leave my room for a few weeks. God, Kenji, just... what is wrong with you, buddy? So you heard there would be a massive change and hid in your room, trying to just ride the change out. No, I decided to do something about it. I found the student council officer after a while and marched right in with a list of demands and a bunch of people I grabbed in order to make myself look like I had supporters. Wait, so not only did it not happen, but no one even cared? Yeah, stir this asshole up. Kenji doesn't hear me. Having gotten a good momentum going, wrapped up in the energy of his own ranting, he starts to completely flip out and flail his arms, preparing to wildly throw gang signs. I walked up to the desk and said to her, "Hey you, fascist woman, what is this badge idea? How out of touch can you be? Here in your ivory tower, smugly looking down upon us like we're a bunch of idiots? Who do you think you are? Your level of elitism is terrible. You're probably one of those outrageous rich people who have chauffeurs drive them around slums so they can point and laugh, and only drink pricey coffee beans shat out by the last living dinosaur and brewed in a solid gold skull. And how could you? Go open up a history book. Don't you know that the bourgeois, I don't even know, are always overthrown in a bloody revolution for shit like this? Stupid, you're an idiot. Sure, the revolutionaries usually end up turning everything into another clusterfuck later on, but a maniac is the only kind of person who would create a policy like this. It's like something I would create to make people suffer, only real and you want to institutionalize it. Where this desecration of our rights ends, we are people. This is not justice. That's what I said. Then I added a cry of, they can take our things, but they'll never take our freedom. To appeal to the masses like that in the movie, The Life of William Wallace, where they took his things but not his freedom, and then killed him. Right. But she just ignored me and didn't even look up from writing her paper shit. Oh my god. Kenji. Oh, buddy. Oh man, you on the scale of 1 to idiot, my friend. You are an idiot. Maybe I overwhelmed her with my logic so badly that she just retreated into denial. Maybe she is just an arsehole. Either way, she didn't reply, and the future refused to change. God damn. To top it off, I can't believe we've actually listened to this man for the entire time. On the way back, I realised I had lost my student ID somewhere. This is the story of my life, a constant and seemingly futile struggle. Like trying to climb up a brick wall with sponges for hands. Hey, you said nothing changed, but she didn't make everyone wear a bunch of stupid badges, so it did change. Yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe they're not so bad then. I guess that counts for something. If I can get Kenji to admit that maybe 2 women may not be so bad after all, I'll take it. Especially if it allows me to slip out of his conversation. I didn't realise how much time had gone by. Oh, thank God. That man really aggravates me. Yeah, I'm going to stop it there because, like I say, my voice is extremely croaky and it's getting harder and harder for me to talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you